Many federal agencies and services remain disrupted as the government endures the fourth day of a shutdown. Good evening. This is CTV News for this Friday, October 4th. I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. The state's chief money man voices concern about the long-term impact the federal furloughs will have on small businesses here in Maryland. Comptroller Peter Franchot says his office estimates that 1/3 of the state's gross domestic product, about $100 billion of economic activity, comes directly from the federal government.
Well, the lost tax revenue is secondary in my mind to the impact it has on the general economy because it paralyzes people, it scares people, they don't understand what the end game is, or frankly, they don't even understand what the issues are that people are talking about. All they know is that their businesses are impacted, and so as a result, they begin to shut down themselves because they don't want to get overextended. This is a really serious impact on Maryland, unlike other states that are not joined at the head, shoulder, hip, knee, and every other part of the body like we are to the federal government.
Jamal Lee owns a small production company in Laurel and says the shutdown is directly affecting his bottom line after it cost him a lucrative job with the Smithsonian.
Immediately, it affected me. Right away. As soon as it happened, as soon as the government shutdown took place, we lost money. We got called on one day to go in tomorrow. Can you come in and do the video shoot for us? That evening, 3 hours later, we got a phone, and we had the contract signed and said we can't do it because the government's going to be closed. We'll, until further notice. And I said, wow, that's unfortunate.
Comptroller Franchot says the shutdown over the budget combined with the upcoming debt ceiling battle will be a double whammy for Maryland because the state is so dependent on the federal government. And the blame game continues on this fourth day of the shutdown. Democrats insist it's the Republicans' fault and vice versa. In the middle are hundreds of thousands of workers who have been furloughed and are waiting to get back on the job. Until they do, some businesses are doing a little extra to help them cope, and our Denise Douglas explains.
So you're feeling a little bit stressed because of the government shutdown? Well, there are a lot of businesses and small companies in the area that are trying to help you get through this tough time. Like here at Beltway Plaza, you can get a free lunch and one movie ticket. All you have to do is bring in your furloughed letter and your government ID, and you'll get tickets that look like these for a movie at the theater that is behind me. Now you'll have to redeem this on a Monday. A spokeswoman for the mall says this is just simply their way of letting the community know that they care.
And we've always been community oriented. So this was our way to give back to the community and say we're right here, and if this makes you a little happy, gets your mind off, and you're able to come out and just do what you've probably never had the chance to do on a Monday morning, here we are, supporting you. So we said free movie, lunch, fruit, and a cookie.
So I've come up with a list for you of places that are either giving freebies or discounts. Carolina Kitchen, you can get a 15% discount off of food, also $5 off if you spend a certain amount of money. Georgetown University offering continuing education classes. They are limited, so give them a call quickly. Pepco, they'll work with you and help you pay your bill if you cannot afford to pay it on time. Goodyear Automotive, we spoke with them about what they're offering.
We feel the pain of the government workers' furlough, and we like to offer the 1995 oil, lube, and filter, and you'll get a free set of wiper blades. That is for most cars. We're offering that until they return back to work.
So far, the folks here at Beltway Plaza have seen 70-something or so people taking advantage of the free movie and lunch deal that they're offering. But there are 72,000 people working for the federal government in the county, so they're expecting the number of folks that they're seeing here to increase if this shutdown continues. I'm Denise Douglas, CTV News.
Some of those deals and freebies will run until the end of the shutdown. However, some are just for a limited time. A woman is dead after a shooting that sent the U.S. Capitol into temporary lockdown. Yesterday's events began with a police chase involving 34-year-old Miriam Carey, a dental hygienist from Connecticut. Investigators say Carey, who was driving a black Infiniti, tried to breach a barrier at the White House, then sped off towards the Capitol, striking a Secret Service officer in the process. The car later crashed into a barricade on Maryland Avenue. That's when police opened fire for a third time. Carey was fatally shot. Her 1-year-old daughter was found in the back seat of the car unharmed. She is now in the hands of protective services. Police say this was no accident, but believe it was an isolated incident. Detectives are still trying to find a motive. There are unconfirmed reports that Carey suffered from mental illness. A Hyattsville man and his son are displaced tonight after a fire erupts in their kitchen. Prince George's firefighters rushed to this house located in the 7100 block of East Forest Road. Around 10:30 this morning, officials say the blaze ignited when food was left unattended on the stove. No one was hurt. The worried homeowner says he's concerned about how he's going to pay for the damages since he doesn't have home insurance. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.